Hey everyone, welcome back to Trendz TV, and the only pit stop you need for the hottest car reviews, latest reveals, and deep dives into what's next on 4 wheels. Today, we're diving into the all-new 2026 Mazda CX-3A, and trust me, this isn't just a refresh. Mazda has taken one of its most compact crossovers and completely reimagined it, blending bold design, refined technology, and surprisingly sporty performance into a sleek little package that punches way above its weight class. So buckle up, because we're about to break down everything you need to know about the 2026 CX-3. Exterior. Right out the gate, the 2026 CX-3 makes a serious statement. Gone is the more conservative styling of previous generations. Instead, Mazda has gone full Kodo design language, and the result is a front end that's sharper, bolder, and more expressive than ever before. You get a striking new grille with a 3D mesh pattern that flows seamlessly into a pair of piercing LED headlights. The DRLs now stretch dramatically across the top, almost like eyebrows that give the CX-3A a confident scowl. Mazda's signature wing element, finished in gloss black or satin chrome depending on trim, adds an extra layer of detail that ties the front together. Lower down, you've got a more aggressive bumper with wider intakes and sculpted edges that give the CX-3 a sportier stance. It's compact, yes, but it no longer looks like the baby in Mazda's lineup. It looks like a real contender. Swing around to the side, and the transformation continues. Mazda has given the CX-3 a more muscular, planted profile. It rides slightly lower and wider than before, which helps it look more dynamic and athletic, even at a standstill. The wheel arches are now slightly flared and clad in subtle black trim that adds contrast without looking overly rugged. Depending on the trim, you'll get stylish 17 or 18-inch alloy wheels with fresh designs, some polished, some matte, all premium looking. There's a single bold character line that starts at the front fender and runs cleanly through the doors, adding visual length and elegance. The roofline subtly tapers into a sleeker rear hatch, and higher trims offer blacked-out pillars for a floating roof effect that screams modern crossover. Add in the new two-tone color options, like soul red crystal with the black roof or polymetal gray with a chrome finish, and the CX-3 looks more upscale than ever. Out back, the 2026 CX-3 finishes strong. Mazda has redesigned the tailgate to be smoother and more refined, with a new full-width LED taillight bar that ties both sides together in a sleek, futuristic signature. The Mazda badge now floats in the center of that light strip, which glows softly at night and gives the CX-3 a distinctive look in the dark. The rear bumper has been simplified but sports a diffuser-style element at the bottom. And yes, dual exhaust tips are still a thing on certain trims, reminding you that this isn't just a pretty face. A subtle roof spoiler up top, integrated rear wiper, and some tasteful CX-3 badging complete the look. It's clean, cohesive, and dare we say, even a little aggressive for a subcompact SUV. Interior. Now, once you step inside the 2026 Mazda CX-3, you'll quickly realize Mazda wasn't just aiming for good enough. They've injected this cabin with a serious dose of luxury and tech. It starts with the driver's seat, a low-slung but supportive, with bolstering that hugs you in all the right places. The dashboard design is minimalist and horizontal, which makes the cabin feel wider and more open. Soft touch materials are everywhere, from the dash and door panels to the center console. Even the plastics, where used, feel dense and high quality. The steering wheel is Mazda's latest design, borrowed from the CX-30 and Mazda 3. With tactile buttons and available leather wrapping. At the center of it all is a brand new 10.25-inch floating infotainment display, now touch-capable when stationary, paired with Mazda's latest operating system. It's faster, cleaner, and more responsive than before, with support for wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Below that, you'll find physical climate controls, thankfully, with clicky knobs and metallic accents that feel more premium than you'd expect in this segment. The instrument cluster is semi-digital, with a crisp 7-inch display in the center flanked by analog gauges, or a full digital cluster on higher trims. As for seating, the CX-3 is still technically a subcompact, But Mazda has optimized every inch of space. You'll find increased legroom and headroom in both rows thanks to clever packaging and a slightly longer wheelbase. The rear seats are more usable now for adults, and the cargo area has grown slightly too, now offering around 20 cubic feet with the seats up and over 45 cubic feet with them folded. Trims like the Premium Plus offer heated front seats, a power driver's seat, and even a heads-up display, a features rarely seen at this price point. And let's not forget the available Bose 12-speaker sound system, which brings rich, immersive audio that can easily fill the cabin whether you're commuting or road tripping. Performance under the hood. The 2026 Mazda CX-3 has undergone some important changes. The base engine is now a 2.0-liter Sky-active G4 cylinder that delivers 155 horsepower and 150 pounds-to-feet of torque. Not groundbreaking, but definitely enough to move the CX-3 with confidence. For those craving more punch, there's an optional 2.5-liter engine borrowed from the Mazda 3. Making 191 horsepower and 186 pounds-to-feet of torque. Both engines are paired with a revised 6-speed automatic transmission that's been tuned for smoother shifts and better responsiveness. Front-wheel drive is standard, but Mazda's i-Active all-wheel drive system is available across all trims. This AWD system is predictive, constantly monitoring conditions and driver inputs to optimize grip and handling. And here's the kicker: the CX-3 still handles like a Mazda should. There's a reason enthusiasts respect this brand, even in their crossovers. Steering feel is sharp, body roll is minimal, and the suspension tuning finds that sweet spot between firm and forgiving. It's fun to drive in a way that most small SUVs just aren't. Mazda has also added a mild hybrid system to certain trims, which boosts fuel efficiency and offers smoother start-stop functionality. EPA ratings are expected to hit around 30 miles per gallon city and 37 miles per gallon highway for the BAS engine in FWD form, with a WD version slightly lower but still impressive. The mild hybrid trims should push those numbers even higher, especially in urban settings. Now let's talk pricing, because here's where the CX-3 really gets interesting. The base 2026 CX-3S trim starts at just under $25,000, which gets you a stylish, well-equipped crossover with LED lighting, push-button start, and 8-speaker audio system, and all the core safety tech like adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, and automatic emergency braking. Step up to the select or preferred trims in the $27,000 to $29,000 range, and you'll unlock extras like larger wheels, upgraded interior materials, dual-zone climate, and the full infotainment suite. The Premium Plus trim, which tops the lineup around $32,000, gets you leather seats, navigation, a heads-up display, the full Bose system, and every driver assist feature Mazda offers. In terms of value, the CX-3 undercuts many of its premium rivals while delivering a driving experience that's way more refined than you'd expect from a subcompact. It's aimed at young professionals, small families, or even retirees who want a city-friendly crossover that doesn't feel cheap or generic. So what's the verdict on the 2026 Mazda CX-3? Honestly, it feels like a turning point for Mazda's smallest SUV. It's not trying to be everything to everyone. It's trying to do what Mazda does best, offer style, driving enjoyment, and upscale details without the premium badge. And in that regard, it absolutely nails it. Whether you're coming from a sedan and want something with more versatility, or downsizing from a bigger SUV and want to keep some luxury, the new CX-3 deserves a long look. It's sleek, smart, and surprisingly fun. A compact crossover that's easy to park but hard to ignore. That's it for today's in-depth review of the 2026 Mazda CX-3. Let us know in the comments what you think about this new design. Does it live up to the hype? Would you consider it over a Hyundai Kona, Toyota Corolla Cross, or Honda HR-V? Smash that like button if you enjoyed the video. And don't forget to subscribe to Trendz TV for more honest car reviews, comparisons, and auto industry updates. Thanks for watching, and until next time, drive safe and stay curious.